Morning. So here we are this morning with Inner Balance Qigong. And we're going to start today in horse stance. Feet are parallel. The inner feet are in alignment with the outer hips. Knees are bent. And become present in the body, sensing the connection the body is making with the earth. Feel the support the earth provides you. We're always in this constant relationship with the earth, and it's a dance that we're exploring. And the music that we're dancing to is the music of our breath, the rhythm of the breath. So tune in there. Begin to ride the waves, the inhalation and the exhalation more consciously. Allow the muscles of the face to soften. The lower jaw releases away from the upper. Shoulders settling away from the ears. All right, we're just beginning now an exploration of breath. This is a balancing breath. And we'll be starting with the left hand and turn it away from the body. On the inhale, it comes all the way up. And with the exhalation, it comes right down the center line and rests. And then we do the same with the other, drawing the energy down the center line. So we bring it up from the earth, down from the heavens, attempt to make your exhalation longer than your inhalation. We're balancing the yin and the yang, balancing the hemispheres of the brain, balancing the emotions, the right and left hemisphere of the body. One more each side. Direct your focus within. Be present to any sensation you're aware of in your body. Now with hands in front of the thighs, we'll do the Tai Chi opening, just a simple raising and lowering of the arms. The inhale, they begin to rise to shoulder height. Exhale, they release down. The side looks like so. Now, When we raise the arms, inhaling, we're going to bring them closer into the body, push down on the exhale. Here we'll end with directing the energy into the lower dantian. Now we're going to alternate raising and lowering the arms. So we'll start with the left arm. It rises by itself, inhaling. Arms are extended out first. Think of a wave moving through the arm, a ripple. Let's do one more each side. Now the arm lifts. On the inhale, comes into the body and presses down. Drawing the energy up, circulating it, moving it down. One more each side. Relax. Now the arms come out alongside the body. Imagine you have your bird and you have great wings that you're going to be flapping here. So we'll inhale, lift the elbows, then the wrists, then the hands, and exhale. Since the wings are lifting by the back muscles, right in the region of your scapula, shoulder blades. Let's do one more. Now we're going to alternate. So the left arm is going to come up first, and then the right. Feel the wave moving from the shoulder out to the fingertips. Now we're going to let the hips come into the action here. So we're going to just shift the weight from side to side. Imagine you're combing up the side of your body and down the inside of the arm with the fingers. Last one on this side, and release. Now we're going to integrate the forward movement and the side movement. The left arm will come forward first, and the right arm goes out to the side, and then we'll alternate. We'll begin inhaling. Exhale, you might bend your knees here a little bit, get a rise and falling action. Shoulders down. I'll do one more each side. Release. Now an arm swing, which we've done before, will be with the inhaling, the arms come forward, and then just keep the breath flowing and gradually raise your arms higher to a level that feels comfortable for you, maybe all the way up, and then swing down, let them be heavy as they swing past your hips and behind you. You might rock a little bit to your heels when your arms swing back. You can bend down forward farther if you like. Just make sure that you feel stable when you come up. This time we're going to pause at the top. And on the exhalation, allow your arms to swing down and let them come to rest by themselves. So next exhale, let the arms be heavy. They'll finally come back to rest once the chi settles. Now we're going to alternate swinging one arm forward and one arm back. Left arm goes forward first and we'll turn to the right. So we'll inhale, arms come down, swing past the thighs and turn the opposite direction. Now you can get the movement going faster if you like. And now we're going to let the body come back to stillness by itself. Keep the momentum going. If you feel like your body wants to turn, allow it to, letting the arms continue to swing until they eventually come to rest. Now maybe it's just the pelvis is moving. Now we'll turn the palms up to face the ceiling, and I'll turn sideways, you can see. We're going to be pulsing toward the body. You can imagine it's a really hot day and you're trying to fan yourself, but the elbow is going to move as well as the wrist. So we'll start by bringing the hands forward and then just kind of flick your wrists away from you, flick your hands away. Keep the breath fluid. And you can pick up the pace a little bit more if you like, letting the energy shoot out through the fingertips. I can hear my joints in my hand. Little snap, crackle, pop. Slow it down. Eventually bring the hands in toward the body again. And then with your next exhalation, press the palms down, directing energy to the lower dantian. Let your arms hang at the sides and notice how they feel. The hands, the fingers, anywhere else in the body you may be noticing some sensation. Now, we'll bring the hands up so the palms face away from the body. Same action, pulsing, pushing away and down. Feeling the energy flow from the shoulder, through the elbow to the wrist, all the way out to the tips of your fingers. And you can moderate this movement to make it sure it's comfortable for you. And then you can go faster if you like. Letting the muscles just glide over the bones throughout the arm, and then slow it down. Eventually bringing the hands into the body. Pause there for a moment, notice the hands. And with your next exhalation, guide the energy down to the lower dantian. You may be noticing tingling, energy flow in the arms through the chest and head as well. Or maybe it's a temperature change in the body. Now we're going to explore some spinal twisting and side bending. So we'll come to horse stance, a little bit wider here for me. And we'll be interlacing the fingers. And on the inhale, the hands rise up to about chest level. Exhale, press the palms above the head, or it could be out forward, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Next, inhale, we're going to push up. Exhale, we'll turn to the right as far as you can, looking in that direction, maybe to the wall behind. Inhale, back to center, push up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center, push up. Exhale, release the hands, direct them down, drawing energy back to the lower dantian. Now we're going to do the same thing, only crossing the fingers in the opposite way. So whichever finger you had on top first is now under the other. And inhaling, same thing, going up. Exhale, flip the palms. Inhale, we'll push up more, lengthening through the side body. We'll turn to the left this time. Exhale. Inhale, center, push up. Exhale. Release with the exhalation, directing energy flow down. Now we'll go back to the first interlace, whichever feels just more natural and comfortable to you. With the inhale, hands rise, exhale, and press. Inhale, push up. This time hinge to the left, exhaling. Inhale, rise, push up, exhale. Inhale, push up, exhale, direct the energy down. Same thing, switching the cross of the fingers. Inhale, exhale, inhale, push up, exhale, hinge to the right. The exhalation, roll the shoulders forward. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, back and down. And opposite direction. And pause here. Now, if you happen to be wearing glasses, I'll invite you to take them off for this next. We're going to be directing energy through the body, first vertically, then horizontally. And we'll be passing the hands over the face. So that's why you want to have your glasses off. On the inhalation, the hands will slowly come up to the top of the head. On the exhalation, start to sweep down the back of the head and neck. Come over the top of the shoulders, around to the front of the body, and then the hands come to your back again. Continuing the exhalation, sweep as far down the leg as you can, maybe to your ankle or to your knee. Inhale, come around to the front of the body and sweep up all the way, using the entire inhalation over the face. Exhale, top of the head, down the back. Come around front to get behind again. Visualize the energy moving up from the earth along the front of the body and down from the heavens along the back of the body. If at any point you feel lightheaded, just pause, rest, chin down, gazing at the floor. Time we come up to the top of the head, we'll pause. Now here, we're going to grip the head, and the thumbs are just above the ears. Like, so your thumb is resting right at the top of the ear where it meets your head. And the elbows are forward. We'll inhale deeply. Exhale, squeeze your head. Inhale, start to draw your head up toward the ceiling. Feel a decompression of the spine. Exhale, slowly sink your chin toward your chest until you meet resistance. Feel the opening right at the base of your skull. Imagine breath flowing in through the base of your skull as a river of light, illuminating your entire brain, all the sensory organs. Exhale out through the third eye point, just between your eyes and slightly above. Inhale through the back at the base of the skull. Sense the whole skull illuminated. Exhale, shoot the energy, the light out through the third eye point. One more cycle of breath. Next inhale, head rises to neutral. Exhale, slowly let the fingers trace down over your face, your neck, chest, ribs, abdomen, and they rest, or they fall naturally. Now we're going to be taking a bit of a wider stance, and we'll be coming into a lunge. So we'll start lifting the left foot, pivot on the heel, and then come into the lunge. And then we'll lift the ball of the foot, pivot, come back to center, lift the right, and do the same thing on the other side. And I'll demo the arm movement and guide you through it. We'll start with the fingertips facing each other, palms up. Inhale, hands rise to about solar plexus. Exhale, flip your palms down, bend your knees, and sink down as far as you can. Gather energy into the palms of your hands. They come together right up to your heart center. Now we're going to lift the ball of the foot, pivot, and extend the left arm. Place the ball of the foot. With your next exhalation, sweep over the chest, up to your armpit, down the inside of your arm to the palm of your hand. Bend the left arm so you can get around the back side of your hand and sweep now up the back side up to the shoulder. Lift the ball of your foot, pivot to center, come up the side of your neck and head. Exhale, hand comes down the other side of the head and neck, palms together, direct the energy down. Gather, inhale, lift the ball of the foot, pivot, place it, exhale, sweep down, watch your hand as it traces around the inner arm and the back side of the arm and hand, come up the side of the head and neck, and exhale, press down. And we'll repeat to the left again. We're directing energy down the yin meridians along the inner arm, up and back to the body through the yang meridians on the back side of the arm. As we move energy through the meridians, we're also tonifying the organs that are serviced by the meridians, the energy flow. So the heart, small intestine, pericardium, what's called the triple warmer, the large intestine, and the lungs. So all of those organs are benefiting from this movement. And we'll explore one more each side. Feel the sensation of the hand on the body. Directing energy down. Now we're going to bring from the earth energy through the feet, up the legs, and anchored in the lower dantian. You can bring your feet closer together to horse dance. Now we'll explore a form called full body flow, which involves a forward bend, and this may be familiar. We're going to hinge from the hip socket, trying to keep a flat back as far as you can. When you start to feel the hamstrings on the back of your thighs tug, which keeps the pelvis from tilting farther forward, bend your knees. And we definitely want the knees bent as we come back up. We're going to roll back up the spine vertebra by vertebra. We'll start with the arms down alongside the body, turn the palms away. Inhale, they rise. We're going to grip the right wrist. With the exhalation, push the hand forward, out, lengthening through your side body. Feel the tug and bend your knees, drop the chin to the chest. Bend your knees deeper, drop your bottom, and the hand draws up the center line of the body. All the way up, looking up. Exhale, hinge forward, forward bend. Make sure the knees are bent when you come up. Push into the earth, using the power of the leg muscles, the buttocks muscles to lift you back up. Do one more. Bring the arm all the way up. Next inhale, push up, release, exhale, direct the energy down to the lower dantian. Pause here and notice how one side of your body feels in relation to the other. Now we'll explore the same thing on the other side. So the other arm is we're going to take the left wrist this time. Inhale, both arms up. You can do as many cycles as feels comfortable for you. With the exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees to rise. Hand traces right up the midline. Watch the hand as it moves through space. Drawing chi down from the sun, the moon, the planets, the stars, and up from the earth. Circulating it through the body. One more here, ending with the arms above the head again. Next inhale, push up, separate the hands, exhale, guide the energy back to the lower dantian. Tune in again and see how the body feels now. Maybe there's a greater sense of balance or harmony between the sides of the body in terms of energy flow, which we might sense as a level of vibration. Now we're going to explore something called opening the door of life, and we'll be pivoting again. This time, however, rather than bending the front leg, we're going to keep that leg straight and bend the other leg. And you want to kind of sit your buttocks back at a diagonal, which will help to protect the bent leg knee, and you'll go as deep as feels comfortable for you. My hands will likely go down toward my ankle or foot. You might just bring your hands to your knee or somewhere along the leg that feels right for you. So we'll start feet parallel. This is similar to the other movement that we just explored. So we'll be gripping the wrist, and let's start going to the right first. So we'll inhale, arms up. We're going to grip the right wrist, pivot. Exhale, keep the right leg straight, the left leg bends, and the hand comes down as far onto the leg as you can, and then sweep up the leg, inhaling up your side ribs, and then extend all the way up. Exhale. Arching the back here if you can. One more this side. Pause here, pivot. Going to direct the energy down to lower dantian. Direct your awareness within. Observe how one side of the body feels in relation to the other. Same thing now, other side. Palms turn away. Inhale, they rise. Grip the left wrist, pivot. Keeping left leg straight, bending the right, hinging forward. Trace the hand up your leg, fingers combing up through the musculature, breaking up stagnancy of energy. Circulating the chi. Do one more this side. With the ball of the foot, pivot to center. Inhale, push up. Exhale. The energy flows down to a reservoir, storing it in the lower dantian. Tune in again. Note if there's a greater sense of harmony or balance between the two sides of the body. We'll come to a stance now, where the feet are about hip bones distance apart. Just the width that you would have your feet if you were walking. This is a balanced practice, and you have some options as to what you'll do with your feet. We'll be lifting the foot and placing it either right back where you started, lifting, placing it very close to your other foot, lifting it, placing it heel to toe, or what I'll be demonstrating, lifting the leg, crossing that knee in front of the standing leg knee, and squatting down. In any case, you'll want to squat if that's comfortable for you. And then we'll lift the leg and place it back where we started eventually. So this is turning to gaze in the water. And we're going to shift the weight to the right leg first and lift the left. So inhaling, arms rise with the leg as slowly as possible. Keep your elbows bent and bring the hands down to about head level. Now we're going to inhale and turn to the left. Exhale, hinge from your waist, bending forward so you're looking between your hands or wrists at the floor. Next inhale, rise. Exhale, turn forward again. Inhale, energy goes up, lifting the leg and the arms. Exhale, sink down here. Now you have somewhere to go. Rebounding away from the earth. Inhale, cross or place your foot wherever it's going to land. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, exhale, hinge. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift and up. Exhale, step out, arms come down. Repeat. Drawing energy up from the earth, bringing it down, circulating as we turn, guiding it down, bringing it up, circulating it again, extending, expanding, and settling. So there's always this awareness of expansion, condensing, turning, circulating. Keep going if you can. You can pause at any time. This will be the last. So we'll inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring the energy down and harness it in the lower dantian. Pause here for a moment of inner observation, eyes closed. Notice any regions of the body where you may be gripping muscle. Allow those areas to soften. The face, the jaw, shoulders, hands. Slowing the breath down. And release. Let's turn the feet out and lift one heel, then the other. Releasing any chi that may have accumulated in the lower extremities. And feet are parallel. Now we'll flex the foot and shake from hip to heel. Continuing on with, this is called rainbow dance, and it will involve pivoting again and the straight leg and bent leg action. We'll be placing the hands out by the thighs. Inhale, arms come up, and we gather energy into this big ball. And we're going to pivot and then pour it down out of the arm into down the body, hinging forward as far as you can. Inhale, rise up, pivot, feet parallel, turn the other way with the foot. Exhale and always think of I'm a little teacup, short and stout when I do this. Tip me over and pour me out. So the rainbow is coming up and over here and then coming down the other side. So we have that arc that we're guiding the energy through. And then back to center. And then inhale, push up, look up, exhale, both arms come down alongside the body. Returning the chi to the lower dantian. And then we'll step back to horse stance for greater ease of standing. And slow the breath. Observe how the body feels. I'm going to explore another balancing practice. This is called holding up the cloud. And it involves moving through space. So, if you have a ottoman or a coffee table in front of you, you might want to just take a moment to move things out of the way, or you could just go in a different direction. I'm going to be coming straight at the camera. And so initially you'll be able to see my feet, but very soon they will be out of view. So with this, you want to try to move as slowly as you possibly can with any of the balancing, well, any of the Tai Chi movements really, but we want to try to move as slowly as we can, and that really is what challenges our balance. If we're walking, I'm challenging my balance, but because my foot's coming down so quickly, there isn't typically a sense of unease or like, oh, I might fall. But with the movement here, we want to slow everything down, and then we start to feel how we're asking the body and our brain, more so than the body, to work harder to maintain our focus and being very conscious of where we're placing our foot, etc. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate what it's going to look like, and then I'll pause, we'll come back, and we'll start it together. We're going to place the fingertips so they're facing the wall behind, so your palms are up, just kind of underneath your armpits. And we'll start with the left leg rising first, and the hands rise up under the armpits. And then we drop the elbows and the palms turn up, and then we push up. So here we're holding up the cloud. And then I take a step onto the ball of my foot and start to bend both legs. Hands come down, and the back heel of your right leg lifts. And then that's how I start to take the step, lifting that leg, coming up and stepping forward onto the ball of the foot. So that's the action. Now I'm going to draw back and start again. And I saw that you all were attempting it anyway, but just for those who might have felt like they needed a bit of a visual first. Okay, fingertips face the wall behind, palms face up. Lift the left heel, and then inhale, the foot rises as high as it will come comfortably for you. It doesn't really have to be so high as mine. And then I better look at the floor rather than the camera, and step onto the ball of the foot. The heel comes down, the back heel lifts, and then I start to rise, lifting that leg. Hands come up under the armpits, push up, step onto the ball of your foot, So we're making this circular motion with the arms. And if you need to switch direction in your room, I'll give you the cue to kind of come back from wherever you went exploring. I'm going to turn. So you can pivot on the feet if you need to change direction. Going as low as you can, squatting down. You may notice a lot of movement in the foot and ankle of your standing leg, and you want to allow for that movement. Gradually start to make your way back to where you started. I'm just going to step back here. We can just do a couple in place. And release the arms down and come to rest. Notice if you're sensing greater activity of qi in the lower body, in the arms, throughout the trunk, even up into the head. And we'll finish with the invigorating Qi Hu. So the arms, just in case this is still somewhat new for you, the arms will go up to the left first, cross to the right, and then come down to the left. And then we go up to the right, cross to the left, and down to the right. So it's always this zigzag action. And we'll be inhaling twice through the nose, exhaling once through the mouth. And we'll begin with the inhalation up to the left. Keeping energy out of the body, any stagnancy. Round in circles, feel like. Right through the whole space of your room. More full cycle. Arms swaying heavily, eventually coming back to rest. Back to where we began with the balancing breath. Just for a few cycles, starting with the left arm. On the inhale, it rises. Exhale. Slowing the breath down to slow the heart rate. This is the final. And now both arms up. Finish with the bow.